It's called fashion, darling. Look it up. Do you remember the 90s when we used to put chopsticks in our hair? I think it was cultural appreciation then and appropriation now. But these are knitting needles, so these are not the forbidden hair sticks of joy. Anyway, the reason for this choice is today I am doing a little poem about knitting and mothers, because it's Mother's Day. Here in the UK, I'm aware there's other places in the world that don't have it on the same day. Rude. But it can be a bit of an ouchy day for a lot of people. Brings up a lot of big feelings for people who have lost their mammies, or that don't like their mammies, or can't get to see their mammies, or want to be mammies and can't be mammies, etc, etc. So it can be a difficult day. And like the drunk auntie that turns up at family events all depressed, sitting in the corner snashing everyone, it wouldn't be a special occasion if I wasn't here bringing you some deep feels on such a joyous day. So here I am. I'm not drunk. I'll be your auntie if you like. It's cool. So what happened was my friend sent me a poem she'd written, and it was beautiful. It was about knitting and remembering watching her mother knit, and her mum is no longer with us, and she takes great joy in the fact that she has the blankets that her mother had knitted, and when she took up knitting, it really made her feel closer to her mum, and it was really beautiful, and it inspired me to write a poem based on that experience. So thank you for that inspiration, and you know who you are. This is for you and your sister and your mammy too. So this is about knitting. She knits rows in their tens, 50 or more in multicoloured yarn. Hunched in her posture, focused on her task, she builds a woolen empire. A patchwork of stitches, a tide of perfectly formed squares roll to shore on her knees, painstakingly pieced together to build a blanket. A whole rainbow kingdom gathers on her lap. Her hands tire and fingers cramp, and sometimes her eyes begin to water as she remembers her own mother's frantic knitting in her rocking chair. The click-clack of the needles, and the tick-tock of the carriage clock, and the sporadic crackling of logs on the fire. With the occasional air, she unpicks the threads and tuts her tongue, unravelling her bidding with a sense of frustration, each dropped stitch a worry, a shaky breathed sigh of grief. It will make for a beautiful gift, one of comfort and calm and peace, and bring great joyous warm bright hugs. The recipient ignorant to the hours and honour of a mother's gift of a skill that outlived her, each stitch a tribute, the pull of each soft thread a lament, woven in memoriam of love. Happy Mother's Day, happy knitting, and if it's a sad day for you, a big hug from me to you.